I'm headed out to let my chickens out for the morning. Let's have a great day together. Come along with me as I do some tours around the homestead. I also want to give you a tour and update you on so many things that have happened since my last video. Can you hear the sounds of the end of summer? I love this sound so much. My name's Allie if you're new. I'm a mom of 3. We live in Virginia and we have a mini homestead. My big guy. I give you a little scratchy. Huh? Hi. Hi, Mr. Cat. Look at your sweet face. What are you doing? Chickens. Hey, chickens. Hey, you come. Woo! Goodness. Here, move. Cool, we already have 2 eggs this morning. Got this pretty dark brown one. And then we have a blue one. My chickens are laying about 12 eggs a day. I feed these 3 littler baby chickens. I call them babies, but they're teenagers. They are about 7 weeks younger than my other chickens, and they still kind of get pushed around and bullied and kept from the food, so they get to eat their breakfast in the coop all by themselves. The sun is bright. It is already nice and humid this morning, so I can tell today's gonna be a toasty, humid day. So the first thing I do in the mornings is let my chickens out, feed them breakfast. I need to fill up their water still. And then we'll go to the house and I'm just gonna update you guys on what's new here on the homestead, what things are looking like at this point. I think the last time you saw the chickens, they were tiny little things and they lived in the basement, and I would let them out sometimes into like the garden area, but they have been moved out here to the coop, AKA the barn. So let me show you kind of the setup we have for the chickens here at the barn. So this is our 2-stall barn, and then this area right here is a feed room. It has a door on it. I just use that as storage. I also leave the window open so that the kitties can go in there and sleep in the hay. But we have 2 stalls right here. It's kind of hard to see, but this is our chicken coop. My husband converted this coop the stall into a coop. He had to make the door smaller so that we could add this door right here. We found this in our basement unused, and so that was free. We built the roosting bars right here. I need to clean the coop. Chickens are just yucky and messy. And then up here, my husband had to make this completely predator proof. So he put all this plywood up. My dad helped him, and we put cattle panel, right, or hog panel. I'm not sure which one this is. It's not the big squares, it's the little rectangles, but that is completely secure as well. And then over here, oh, looks like we have a chicken wanting to lay an egg. This is the nesting box area. We still would like to add a couple more here. Now that all of our chickens, almost all of our chickens are laying. We get about 12 eggs a day, but I'm gonna add a bar here so that they can hop onto the bar, and then my mom's gonna help me make curtains. She goes, good girl. We're kind of running into an issue where the chickens are not laying in the boxes completely. They're laying in a spot that they found that was very private. Chickens like privacy. So I'm gonna put the curtains up in hopes that that gives them some more privacy and they'll start laying back in the boxes. I did do away with their little cozy spot that they had been laying in, and they did move back to the boxes, but I just thought they might like some curtains. Good girl, Jobs. There's a good girl. I don't know if I for that. Look at what I just found. That is so many wasps. Good gracious. That's a lot. And then I always gotta turn on the electric fence. Ooh, my hair is crazy in this humidity. When I first put my chickens out here, they free range, they could go back in the woods. They loved their little free range life out here. And then one day we had a fox take out 3 chickens, 1 rooster, 1 hen, and then my favorite hen. She was a lavender Orpington. Her name was Violet. She was my favorite chicken because she would sit in my lap at night before I put them to bed. She would come sit in my lap for snuggles every single night. She was my favorite, but she got eaten by a fox. So now we have that nice little electric fence up, and they can be out and feel like they're free ranging, but they're safe, and they've been safe so far in there. Something just arrived in the mail, and I wanted to show you guys what it is. Oh, I'm very excited about this. All right, let me show you. So I ordered some new sheets. These are good quality sheets, and I'm very excited to finally have some good quality sheets that feel good and everything. So I'm gonna unbox them with you guys, and we'll put them on the bed, and I'll let you know what I think. Okay, we are gonna open this together, and I'm gonna show you what I got. Moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's see what we got. So I have the organic pillowcases, and they should be in this same color as my duvet cover. How beautiful is that? So this is an organic duvet cover, and then this is the organic sheet set. And we have a king bed. These are white. So I got white sheets, and then I got this blue duvet cover. It matches my pillows back there perfectly. How cool is that? So, all right, let's put them on together, and I'll show you what it looks like all finished. And I'll also give you a close-up so you guys can see what the quality looks like. I'll describe how it feels and all that. Really quickly, before we go ahead and put the sheets on the bed, I chose Brooklinen because it was important for me to finally invest in some sheets that are gonna last me a long time through many washes, and I have heard that these sheets get softer with each wash. We as people spend 1/3 of our life in our sheets, and so quality matters, and there is nothing better than that feeling of getting into your bed when you have nice sheets. It's the best. So I bought the hardcore bundle. I could have bought each piece individually, but I chose to get the hardcore bundle. It has the sheets, duvet cover, and extra pillowcases, and I saved 25% doing it this way. You can mix and match from 20+ beautiful colors and patterns, and I absolutely loved that I could shop from the comfort of my home. These sheets are also great for hot sleepers. They'll help keep you stay cool all throughout the night. They're made from 100% cotton, and I love that. So obviously I haven't tried out these sheets yet. So here's a clip from me tomorrow morning into the future, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how night 1 went sleeping with these sheets. Okay, it's time for an update on the sheets. We've actually been sleeping on them for several nights now, and we're really happy with them. They're comfortable. They do keep us cool. We're in the middle of summer, and they've kept us cool. And I just love that they are 100% cotton. Natural fibers just last longer, and they get better over time. So overall, we are very happy with them, and I definitely recommend. So here's the bed all made up. I'm very happy with it. I think it's so pretty and cute. I still have decorating to do in here. This is not how everything is gonna be, but the bed is the first place I'm starting with. And I'm just so excited to have good quality sheets that are gonna last me a long time and are gonna wash well and get softer with each use. Brooklinen was so kind to offer you guys a special discount of $20 off your order of $100 or more. Just click the link in the description box and use the code SimplyAllie. Okay, so now that my bed is all made, I'm going to feed some of my sourdough starters. I'm doing something that I am so excited to do. I have an Instagram account at Simply Allie Homestead. On there, I'm offering a subscription teaching sourdough. So I love sourdough. Y'all have seen me make it over and over for years and years. I have gotten a lot of questions and a lot of people wanting to make sourdough, but they're overwhelmed with all the info on the internet. And so I thought, since I have been there before, I felt overwhelmed, I thought that I would teach anybody who wants to how to make sourdough. And we started by making a sourdough starter from scratch. I made one with you. I got on stories every day and I walked you through that day's instructions. I updated you on what my sourdough starter looked like. So our sourdough starters are established at this point. However, if you want to join us and make your own sourdough starter as well, you can still access those stories. I've saved them to a subscriber's highlight, and so you can go back at any point and watch them and make your own sourdough starter. But another thing that I'm doing, and I'm so excited about this, is I have decided to dehydrate my sourdough starter that I made 3 years ago. It's a workhorse. It is so mature and it makes the best bread. So I have dehydrated her and I am putting her up on Etsy. So if you want to skip making your own sourdough starter from scratch, you can just grab that and go ahead and jump into making bread with us over on Instagram. So I am very happy. I'm loving sourdough. I bake every single day. I'll show you a couple of examples of things that I've been baking, and I'll also show you my starters and we'll feed it together. So this is my main sourdough starter, my 3-year-old one that I used to bake with, and I've dehydrated this one. I'll show you what that dehydrated one looks like in a minute. This is the starter that we made in class last week, and I fed it last night. Look, it's more than doubled. It's risen and it's now falling back down. It's doing so good. These are examples of the ones that I am rehydrating, and you can see that it doubled overnight. This process takes a couple days to rehydrate it, so this is only day 2, but look at how it's already coming back to life. So I'm going to feed a couple of these this morning, and then it's a little bit washed out on the camera. I'll show you guys a little different angle, but this is the dehydrated starter of mine. And so this is what you'll get in the mail. And I also have a printed recipe card or instruction card, and it walks you through each step to rehydrating your sourdough starter. So if you want one of my starters from my kitchen that I made 3 years ago, you can get it here. I will link my Etsy shop so you can go ahead and grab one of these. This is the sandwich bread that I make, and this is what I'm teaching in my subscription class next. Now that we've made our starters, you'll make a loaf. I'll teach you how to make a loaf of soft sourdough sandwich bread. This is so delicious. It's got so much flavor. It's not very sour. We're not huge fans of sour sourdough, but oh my goodness, you guys. Look at how beautiful that is. This is sourdough, natural yeast, no commercial yeast. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you guys want to learn how to make this, as well as, here's a slice of frozen artisan loaf. But this is that round classic sourdough that you think of. I make that as well, and I'm going to teach you how to make it. But we use this for making the best sandwich, and we might actually have it for dinner tonight. But it's a pesto chicken, pepper jack cheese, spinach, and Caesar salad dressing sandwich, and you toast it, and it is melty and it is warm and it is so delicious, and it's so good on this sourdough bread. But I usually will freeze it. I'll slice it up and I'll freeze it to keep it fresh, and we just pull out slices as we need them. So good, so yummy. Okay, let's feed our starters. I wanted to show y'all my eggs that I've been getting from my chickens. These were yesterday's eggs. We got 12 of them. Aren't they beautiful? I cannot get over them. This one is supposed to be dark brown, but it has a heavy bloom on it, so it looks purple in person, and it has speckles on it. And then we have our blue eggs, which I love them. I also love our dark green eggs. They're called, the chicken is called an olive egger because it lays olive colored eggs. But I love all of the colors together. I think that they all just make it look so pretty. And then I have more here. These are the ones that we eat from. And then I've been selling eggs, and so this is empty, but I have some people who buy them from me, mostly family and friends, and so they get a carton of eggs. I sell them for $4 a dozen, and I usually try and give them the prettiest colors because that's half the fun, is getting all the pretty colors. This is another day's eggs. Oh, I love it. Okay, I want to take y'all outside and I'm going to show you what my garden looks like. It is in transition between my summer garden, which was so bountiful. I got so many tomatoes, so many cucumbers, a lot of the Asian long beans, some okra. We did have a sad thing happen. I left the gate open and the deer came in and wiped out my garden completely. So, I mean, things were starting to wrap up anyways, but at that point I was like, well, I think it's time to call it quits and move on to fall gardening. So I'm gonna show you where the garden's at right now. It's sad looking, but I also wanna share with you what I plan on putting in the ground very soon because I am running a tad bit late on fall gardening, but I still think I could get some stuff planted. But first I have to take my vitamins. So let's see, I've got beef liver. I know that sounds crazy, but beef liver is nature's multivitamin. So our whole family takes beef liver instead of a multivitamin. Even my kids, and these are capsule form. My 4-year-old will swallow these, no problem. He thinks it's so much fun. My 2-year-old and then my older daughter, they don't enjoy swallowing capsules, so I just break open a capsule and put it in some orange juice and they'll drink it like a shot. So I'm gonna take some beef liver this morning. This is really helpful for so many things, but I have iron deficiency, so I take that for iron deficiency, and also helps with energy levels. So today's gonna be a busy day, so I wanna gear up for that. And then I also take, this is whole food vitamin C made from acerola cherries. So I'm gonna take that because that helps absorb, my body absorb iron. This is the collagen that I use. This is hydrolyzed collagen. It's a powder form, and I just put a scoop of this in my coffee in the morning. I would never compromise my morning coffee. So if this had any texture or flavor to it, I would not be putting it in my coffee, but it doesn't. So this is really good for a lot of things as well, but especially strengthening the lining of your gut. So if you have any kind of health issues, it's probably stemming from leaky gut or just gut issues in general. So I take collagen for that. This is made from grass-fed beef. I already did my collagen this morning, but I'm gonna take my beef liver and my vitamin C with some organic coconut water, because coconut water has minerals in it. It has potassium in it, and I don't love the flavor of this, but I'm gonna do it. and we're good for the day. The air conditioning's on, so I apologize for the noise in the background. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but let me give you a little tour of the garden. These are my green stalks. They are tired and ready to be ripped out. This had all green beans in it. It did amazing. I got so many green beans. You can see they're still trying to live life. Look at that. Still producing green beans. I got so many off of these, but the deer did eat this one. And then this was all peppers. I got a ton of peppers off of these as well. So that was fun. I'm gonna put lettuces in this for fall. That'll be fun. I have one sad little tomato. Actually, it's not looking too sad. This is a Berry's Crazy Cherry tomato. Produces these, oh, little tiny yellow. So I left that one because it wasn't dead yet. This used to all be tomatoes here. There were 34 plants. I got so many tomatoes. They're all in my freezer, so I'll do some canning in the winter. And then this was all cantaloupe, butternut squash. I harvested a ton of butternut squash, but these ones were still not quite ready. These are tiny little ones. You see these right here, these are squash bugs, and they wiped out all of my zucchini, all of my cucumbers eventually. I had zucchini and yellow squash here. They eventually wiped them all out. The cucumbers were back there, wiped those out, and then they finally took out my butternut squash. So I hate those. Let's see. This is actually horseradish. The previous owners planted that and it just comes back every year. That's cool. These were the Asian long beans. Still actually producing, but look at these. They are 18-inch long beans, and I've just been harvesting them and breaking them into like 2-inch pieces and freezing them. They're good for like stir fries and things like that, but they're still trying to grow. Got some tomatoes in there. Oh, look, harvest those too while I'm here. Cool. Check that out. Yeah, there's quite a few of the long beans. I haven't been down in the garden for a while. I kind of just gave up on it. This is where the cucumbers used to be. This was a okra plant that the deer completely ate. This green stalk. Oh, hi, Smokey. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, big guy. This green stalk had all black beans in it. They were just starting to produce pods before the deer ate the whole thing. So I've already started taking this apart. I'm gonna replant this probably with lettuces and things like that, or maybe I'll do carrots. Hey kitty, huh, big guy? Big barn cat, huh? This guy came with our house. He's the barn cat. He's such a good boy. And then this was, still kind of is, okra. There's no leaves on it, but it still produces some okra. As you can see, here's one that needs to be harvested. There's a couple left on it. Oh, this one definitely went too long. Look how big that is. If they get too big, oops, if they get too big, then they become tough. So that one won't be edible, but I guess it's time to probably take all this stuff out. So my plan for this garden space is I want to plant some peas and I want to do a ton of lettuces in my green stalk. Other than that, I am going to lay down cardboard over all of the dirt. And I have a ton of grass clippings that my dad is sharing with me from his house, and we're going to lay at least 10 inches of grass clippings down, and over the winter all of that will break down into some beautiful soil for spring gardening. So I'm doing something called a no-till method, and it's good for the soil. It's easy for me because I have red clay. All of this down here is kind of red clay that I had to work with this year, but doing this no-till method year after year in the winter should give me some amazing nutrient-rich soil to work with. So anyways, that's the garden. I'm not too sad that I'm getting a little bit of a break. It was a lot of work, a lot of stress, but gosh, I know come springtime, I'm going to be itching to garden again. All right, I am at a thrift store. I'm gonna hit up a couple thrift stores for a couple reasons. Number one, I am looking into going a more sustainable, slow clothing direction where I only own a few pieces of clothing and they're quality pieces that I can mix and match. The reason I'm doing this is because I only wear a few pieces of clothing from my closet anyways. I'm overwhelmed with all the options that are in there. What is in there is tired and old, and so I think this is gonna be perfect for me. I'm only gonna own clothes I love. They're gonna last me a long time, and I feel a lot better about doing that. So I'm gonna hit up some thrift stores, see if I can find anything. I also want to buy some furniture and flip it and sell it. I did this a long time ago, and I really enjoy doing it, and it's a good way to make a buck. So these chickens are costing me a pretty penny. They eat a lot of food. I pay about $50 in feed a month, and they give me a lot of eggs. I'm able to sell them and make a little bit of that back, but it'd be nice to like have it fully covered. So anyways, let's see if I can find anything in here. The dog is barking because my husband just got home. But I got this romper because I wanted to try on a romper to see if the style even fit me. I have a very long torso and I love the idea of it, but anyway, so I got this because it was inexpensive. It's from Old Navy, so it's not slow fashion, it's fast, but it's a really thick material, so I think it's gonna last me a while. It looks like linen, it's not, but it looks like it. Super cute, I tried it on. Oh my goodness, so cute. A little short in the torso, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But I got that. And then I went to a consignment store and I hit the jackpot there. I got so many cute things. So again, not slow fashion, but it was previously loved. So I do feel better about that. Giving more life to those clothes. Anyways, I got this pink sweater. So cute. Got that. I got this shirt. It's like a waffle knit, and it's super soft and it's kind of longer, so it'll cover my bum if I wanted to wear it with leggings. And so I thought this would be good come like fall and winter when I just wanted to be cozy. It also looks really cute tucked into jeans. So I thought I would get that to wear kind of around the house. I needed more shirts that I could just, if I need to go somewhere and be put together, but I didn't want to be dressed up or think about it, I got this shirt. It'll just front tuck nicely into some jeans, and it's easy. So it's a kind of a blue, almost a blue-green color striped. Thought that was really cute. I got these pants and I'm in love with them. I think they're so cute. They're American Eagle, but they're high-waisted and then they tie in the front. They're so stinking cute. And then they're like, they're not capris, but they're not full-length pants. I love where they hit and they're just really flattering. So I got these to wear around the house. They're not quite appropriate for wearing out, but they're gonna be super cute and comfy for around the house, and I'll feel a little bit more put together wearing those. And then the last thing that I got are a pair of Levi's. I love when I can find previously loved, secondhand, that's the word I'm looking for, Levi's. They fit me really good, and it's hard for me to find jeans that fit me really good. And these were $12.98, right? Yeah, $12.98, and they fit really cute. And what I love about them is there's no holes in the knees. And that's hard, I think, to find these days, is jeans without holes in the knees, which means I have more places I can wear them. So anyways, very excited with what I got today from the thrift store. I am trying to go more a minimalistic route, buy quality pieces, have less of them, they mix and match, but I was desperate for some clothes. So I got these to tide me over. I feel good that they weren't brand new, and I'm happy with that. I am sitting down with a cup of chai tea, and my husband is putting our baby to bed, and so I'm just gonna kind of relax tonight. We had those pesto chicken sandwiches on sourdough bread, and it has pesto, it has spinach, cheese, pepper jack cheese, rotisserie chicken and Caesar salad dressing, and you toast it like with butter in a pan, and then I put it under the broiler to help melt the cheese even more, but so good. So that's what we had for dinner tonight. And so yeah, I actually have my computer out. I'm going to probably post, by the time you watch this video, it will already have been up, but post the Etsy listing for my sourdough starter. So if you want one, go grab it. I will need to go put the chickens away soon. It's 7:30 and it's getting darker faster, so I'll probably go out around 8:15 and lock them up. And I have been thinking about my bed all day since putting those brooklinen sheets on. So I am so excited. I'm so excited to get my sheets tonight. So if you guys want to check out brooklinen as well, I will put the link in the description box. And again, you can use the code SimplyAllie for a discount. So anyways, thank y'all for hanging out today. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.